Hey, crew, rocking with me. We got my son up in there steering the car, but as y'all can see, Big Baby getting put up in the shop, man. We about to push it up in the shop, and we about to start dropping this 454 in it. We got most of the parts for the most part. What I'm gonna do is, this is gonna be part one. I'm gonna get up in the morning. I gotta do the valve lash. I'm gonna check everything and what is it? I'm going to run the rack on it. I'm gonna adjust the valves and everything, and then I'm gonna start putting it back together because a lot of these are loose, and they shouldn't really be loose. And with this motor being as old as it is, it shouldn't even be this style. Like with the Allen key, I don't think it should be this style. So I want to say somebody was down in here before and upgraded some stuff, but we got everything set up. Got a couple cold snacks. I'm trying to find the one that the beer that I just had. I really don't know what I did with it, but we got the table set up. We're gonna start busting everything now, putting everything back together. We're gonna get the car set up in here. Motor hoist right there. We're gonna drop it down in the car. And I'm sure we're not gonna be able to do a fire up, but for the most part, when we do get it up in here, we're gonna start busting it down and get it together. But I'm gonna check your air once we get it in position. Hey crew, we got everything set up. We got the car up in here. The kids are on my heels, motor right here. We're gonna do a little valve adjustment. As you can see, I got my chart up here on how we're gonna do that. We're gonna adjust everything, get the gasket kit through on it. I got some more valve covers that I'm gonna get and put on there, but the main part is getting everything adjusted, getting it down in the car, getting it back out of here, and then we'll go from there. But this is just gonna be part one. We got it up in the shop. We got the motor right here. Everything's coming together. We're gonna get up, try to get a fresh start. I'm gonna check y'all in and tune you into the quesos on when we get to adjusting these valves and trying to go down into the car, man. Rock with your boy, man. Diesel 8. Don't forget, like, share, and subscribe. Hey, members, it's the next day. I've been actually out working, running around like a, as they say, chicken with his head cut off. Right now, what I'm gonna do is adjust these valves, throwing that intake on. Not even gonna clean it up, not gonna paint it, and I'm setting it down in the car, and we're gonna get the car pushed out of here. As you see, I got my little cheat sheet, everything set up right there. Got a little baby cheat sheet on what I gotta do, the torque specs of everything, so I can hurry up and run everything down quick. I'm gonna start putting it together. I'm gonna try to record as much as I can, but right now it's crunch time. This thing got dark outside, man, and I just spent my day towing cars and working on them cars and all kind of stuff, and this thing got late, so now what I'm going to do is take the time to try to finish up Big Baby. It's Memorial Day, man. All my buddies and I ain't gonna say all my buddies, but I got one partner that, you know, keep telling me my car dead. So now, with it being Memorial Day, I said, what better way than, you know, drop the motor in so we can remember it. Because when I pull up on him, I got something just for him. I'm gonna drop a link in the description of who I'm talking about too, because I'm building it to enjoy it myself, but this is for one person only, and that person know who they are. And when I get it down in the car and we go for a startup and everything's running and I get it to T, I'm going to reveal who that is. I'm going to reveal who that is, because I'll be pulling up to their house with a camera on the side of the car and seeing if we can't set up a race. And now I'm probably going to more than likely want to try to go to the track, because the police and a lot of people's been cracking down on it, and it's not safe to be street racing. So without further ado, I'm gonna set up the phone and we're gonna start running these valves on this thing, adjusting them at least. So stay tuned. Hey crew, I already started working on stuff because I was looking at the motor. I got one thing that's got me wondering. All my lifters have had the little preload or spring action except for the one, and let me see, 2, 4, 6. I might have to replace this. I'm gonna adjust everything else, and then I might see if I got one. I really don't know what this cam setup is, but that one's not, you know, bouncing. Like, when you look at the other ones, they got the little but this one, no. So I don't know if it's froze up or I gotta free it up, but I'm gonna finish with the process. I've been going with the chart that I airbrushed on the wall for our small block and big box Chevys. I'm gonna set y'all up real quick, and I'm about to rock and adjust all of these valves real quick. And that one I'm going to probably come back to. I'm gonna get it down in the car and deal with that after I get it in the car. But for the most part, we gonna walk them down. I don't know how good you can hear me, but right now I'm on I've rocked number 8. Now I'm gonna adjust 5, which is on fire note. We're gonna have 1, 3, 5, 7, 2, 4, 6, and 8. We're getting ready to rock 1, 3. We're gonna rock number 5. So I'm gonna loosen these up real quick and start adjusting. I'm hoping this motor runs. I know absolutely nothing about it. Make sure this is 5. I'm gonna loosen everything up. We're gonna start from scratch with it. All right, we got everything loose. And then the funny thing about these Allen key ones, you got to put the Allen key in the middle of it and hold that little lock straight or whatever it is. Alright, we took out our lash. We got 0 lash. See, we got no lift action over there. Now I'm going to go, I'm gonna pull it up. Now that I got 0 lash, and a couple different people go 3/4, some people go half, but for now I'm just gonna go half. I'm gonna bring it right there, and then boom, I'm gonna stop and see what I got. Check my preload. That's good. I don't got too much off of there. Now I'm gonna lock it in place. With this Allen key, I gotta hold it. You put this on there. Hold it in the position that it's in. And then tighten this little lock nut down. Tighten that down. I don't think that's gonna move. Now I'm gonna go to the next one. It really don't matter what order you do them in. Just, get them done. We down to 0 lead. So another little turn. And now I'm going to go my half a turn. Set this up. Do half. I'm just staying in the safe zone. I'm gonna do half. And go ahead and lock this nut down. All right, boom. So with that, we just, and then by the way, this is a 5/8 and then a 3/8, 7/32 actually. Allen key. We just rocked 8. Now we're going to the adjusted 5. So now we're going to rock 4. So we got 2, 4. Once we rock 4, we're going to move over to 7. Cylinder 7 is back on. So I don't even have to turn the motor that much. Like a half a turn. And then I'm just looking for the intake. The exhaust is already open. As soon as the exhaust go down and the intake start opening, then I'm stopping right there. We've rocked it. But we're looking at 4. 2, 4. The exhaust is open. I'm spinning it. We're coming up on the intake, getting ready to open up. So now we just rocked number 4. We're going to adjust number 7. We got 1, 3, 5, 7. So it looks like we're going to be adjusting these back here. I'm going to loosen them up real quick, get them down to 0 lash, and go from there. Pop the nuts loose on them. Alright. These are way, way out of adjustment. Let's see. Just a little bit, motherfucker. Hey. Got the wrench stuck on there. Alright, we're gonna bring this down to 0. You got a little twist movement, little up movement back there. Got play. So now we're gonna do the half a turn. Half a turn, I'm off of there. Let me check it again. It's still good. Got a nice preload on the lifter. Now I'm gonna lock this lock nut down and we're gonna stay right there with it. And let me make sure we rocked 4, adjusting 7. And once again, it does not matter the order. Intake or the exhaust, you can do either or. About to get it down to 0. Got no up down movement. Still spinning a little bit. Still spinning. Alright, now I'm gonna do my half a turn. Check it. It's a little tight, but ain't messing with that pretty low. Now let me tighten the lock nut down and we're gonna leave this right here where it's at. Move on to the next one. Oh, lock that down. Double check. Now we've that was number 4 we rocked, then we adjusted number 7. Now we're about to rock number 3. 1, 2, 3. Once we rock this one, we're going to adjust cylinder 2. 2 up front. So see watch how far I turn. It's not gonna be far at all. So we're looking at cylinder 3. We're gonna rock it. So yeah, 1. Right here. 1, 3, 5, 7. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. So we're looking for 3, and then we're going to rock 2. The exhaust is already open. The exhaust is closing. The intake is just starting to come up. Now that we rocked number 3, we're about to adjust number 2. Loosen up these lock nuts. And we about to adjust it. Oh wow. Should be tight like that. Like this. Oh. That was tighter than normal. So like I said once before, it doesn't matter the order. You can do either one, whatever order you want to do it. Now I'm getting it down to 0 lash. You don't have too much up and down movement, little side to side. I'm gonna do a half a turn once again. Some people do 3/4 of a turn, some people do a full turn. I'm gonna do a half a turn. I'm gonna stay in the safe zone. Check it. Go ahead and lock the lock nut in. Go to the other one and do the same thing. Get it down to 0 lash and we're going to go from there. No up and down movement. We just got some side to side movement. I think we're gonna go with the half a turn right there. We're gonna lock it in place. You hold it. Half a turn, do another check. Check the preload. That one's a little tight. That lifted a little tight too. So I gotta, it's a little tight. But we're gonna lock it in right there. All right, we got that locked in. So now we're just gonna keep going down the firing order. Now we're gonna rock cylinder 6, adjust 1. After I do all of them, I'm gonna rotate the engine a couple times and run it through. And right now we're about to rock number 6. So let's see, 2, 4, 6. We're gonna look for that one to rock. The exhaust is already open. Wait for the intake to close. Exhaust going down, intake just coming up. I'm gonna stop right there. Now let's adjust number 1 up here. Loosen these up real quick. And then when you do it this way, you only got to do it one time. You can double check. It'll work if you want to, but you only got to do it one time. And then just cycle it through. Alright, let's get down to 0. Just stop the up and down movement. I'm gonna do the half a turn on it. I'm gonna bring it back up. For some reason that's super tight already. Shouldn't have been that tight. That's another sticky lifter too. I'm gonna lock it down right there. Go to the one next to it. Got up and down movement. I'm gonna twist it to the up and down movement. Stop. Down movement, stop. I can still twist it sideways. I'm gonna go with a half a turn on it. You hold that locking nut, put a half a turn on it, then we're gonna lock it down. Go ahead and lock it down right there. Boom, we got that done. Now we about to rock cylinder 5 and adjust cylinder 8. So we got 1, 3, 5. We're gonna rock this one and then we're gonna adjust 8. Once again, I do not have to turn the motor that much. All I gotta do is do a light little quarter turn. We're looking for cylinder 5. 1, 3, 5. The exhaust is open, the exhaust is closing. Intake is just starting to open, so now we rock cylinder 5 and we're going to adjust cylinder 8 back here. Loosen up these bolts and do a quick adjustment on it. Twist it until we have no up and down movement. Just a little twist. We got it right there. Now I'm gonna do the half turn. Leave it at a half turn. I'm gonna lock it straight in. I'm gonna try to speed up the process real quick because it's getting dark and definitely gonna get in that house. So we're getting in that house. So we're gonna run this down real quick. We'll rotate it a couple times and we'll go from there. Get it down to 0 lash. Got a little down movement. Let me give it a half a turn. Get to the next one. All right, we're gonna lock it down right there. Get on to the next one. That one locked down. So now that we did, that was number 5, and we adjusted 8. Now we're going to rock number 7. 1, 3, 5. We're going to rock 7, and then we're going to adjust 4, 2, 4. So let's rock 7 real quick. The exhaust is open on 7. I mean, the intake is open on. I know that's the. Let me see. 1, 3, 5. Yeah, we're gonna rock 7. The intake is closing. And the exhaust is open. That seemed a little backwards, but now let's adjust 4, 2, 4. We need to adjust 4. And hurry up and run through it real quick. Hopefully you can hear me over these fans, but next time I do this, I'm gonna give you a more in-depth, cameras over top so you can see what's really going on. So, all right. Let's take away from the up-down movement. Still got a twist. Let's put a half a turn on it. Good there. Still half a turn on it. Lock it down right there. All right, let's get it down to 0 lash on the next one. Zero up down movement. We do a half a turn on it. Half a twist, so we're gonna lock this down right here. A half a turn. Let me check it. It's so tight. I'll lock it down right there. All right, boom. That was 2, 4. Now we've done 4. We're going to rock cylinder 2. And then we're going to adjust 3. Okay. Let's rock cylinder 2. So 2's right here. Intake is open. Intake is closing. The exhaust is starting to open. So now we've rocked number 2. We need to adjust 3. 1, 3. So now let's adjust it. And that's the last one. And then I'm going to do a full revolution. Loosen these up. All right, boom. Eliminated all up-down movement. We still got a twist. I'm going to do a half a turn, and I'm going to lock it down. Lock it down right there. This is actually the last one, and then we're going to just put the motion in the engine in full revolution. Stopped up and down movement. We got a twist. I'm going to do a half a turn. Lock lock it down right there. All right, that was the last one. So now I'm about to just rotate the motor and observe what we got going on, and I'll check y'all in when we get to putting this intake down on here, because we going together right now. All right, rotate it. Alright, rotated it a couple times and check everything. Oh, we loaded on that one. Have to say we're good to go. I'm about to blow this little stuff up out of here and wipe everything down with some parts cleaner, and we're about to throw that intake on. Okay. Members out there. Got my little cheat sheet I'm going to be reviewing here in a minute. I got a couple bolts for the intake that I'm going to grab them with the pliers, clean them up, get the gaskets and everything that I need ready. I'm going to get the silicone on there, wipe everything down with some parts cleaner, get the silicone on there. And we're going to go on with the intake. But I'm going to get everything set up in the position, and then I'm going to do that little magic. And right after I snap my fingers, I guess everything, you'll see it set up, something like this. I got the intake on. We had the torque specs. I used the torque wrench, got them down to, what was it? Let me see. For our intake, 25 foot-pound, and the valve covers, I got some chrome ones coming, so I'm not going to really worry about putting them on yet. But I got everything set, top dead center. I'm very confident to the point that when I hook everything up, it's going to fire straight up. Like, everything is set up to T. Now it's going to be a matter of pushing the car back a little bit, getting the motor hoist set up in position, getting the actual mounts that's going to be for this. And then I got to remove these exhausts. I got to get these off because I got to get the headers that are going to go on it. And I'm hoping the headers that I get go down through there smooth and fit in here. But I'm going to remove these real quick, and we're going to get it set down in here, and we'll call it a night. But this is the luxury of when you work for yourself and you do stuff for yourself. You can work all night long. You can work early. You can work late. You don't have a manager over your shoulder. You just going, you know, slowly walk this big 454 down, get it up in there. I got a electric water pump coming. Chrome valve covers. I got the rebuild kit for the 750 Holley carb, and I'm gonna just do a little bit of, you know, as Vice Grip Garage say, a little later, not now. I just want to get it in the car to get it moving around, but I'm gonna get this stuff removed real quick, and I might check y'all back in when I'm trying to sit it down in here. I think I might shoot for it tonight. I might, depending on how easy the exhausts come off here. I might shoot for dropping this motor down in here, man. Stay with me. Let's see if I can make some magic. Hey, crew, you hear that? It's only a couple people that's gonna know what that noise is, but yeah. It's time. We got the car pushed back. The exhaust actually came off smoother than I thought it did. Got everything removed. I'm gonna get it pushed back up in here, get it set up even. I'm gonna get the transmission jack up under there, get the transmission raised up to a perfect level, set the motor down in there. Everything should go smooth as I planned it. Everything's been going as smooth as I planned it so far. All I gotta do now is I got the motor mounts over there on the chair. I got my fresh bolts. I'm gonna get the lock rings and stuff, put the motor mounts on there, set it down in there, and we'll deal with the oil deal with that oil filter and all that stuff later because I got a new sitting unit and gauge and all that stuff I'm gonna hook up. So when I get it down in the car, I'm gonna tune y'all in, man. We almost there. We walking it down. We almost there. 8 members. As you can see, and you know, I'm what you call that one-man band. It is 1:30 in the morning. Yeah, we got that bad boy down in there. Motor mounts, fastened, transmission mounts, torque wrench, all that. Waiting for the valve covers to get here. Starter, I'm hooking everything up. We're gonna fire this thing up and see if we can't make it take off. But you know, what can I say? Gotta do what you gotta do. Remember, man, like, share, subscribe. We about to get Big Baby back on the road. And don't call this a Caprice because it's not a Caprice. It is a Impala. Big boy, big body, big block. We're gonna make it happen, man. Don't forget, hit that like button, man. Share. We're gonna see if we can't get it down to the track and make it do some numbers and drop cams and the headers on it. I got a lot more stuff to order for it. It ain't over with. But guess what? It's time for the lights to go out.